A year ago, I started this YouTube channel because I was looking for a space to talk about video game music with like-minded people. Not only that, but I was looking for a place where I could express my love for video game music and what it's done for me in my life, the healing it's given me, and the experience I've had with being a classical musician in a world that felt like it didn't really understand or appreciate what I loved when I came home from performances and rehearsals, which was video games. The first track I ever recorded was Kaine Salvation from Nier Gestalt. Nier is the reason this channel really took off, and I will never be able to possibly say thank you to the people that saw that one video and decided to give a follow, to like, to subscribe, and to boost that video into the stratosphere. It launched me on a forward path to a new life, and I really appreciate it. So today we're going to listen to Kaine, Final Fantasy main theme version, and sort of stop and start as we go, kind of like we did in that first video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me the chance to be here a year later. Thank you for helping me grow this beautiful channel. Thank you for liking and laughing and sharing with me the kind comments. Thank you for critiquing me and asking for me to improve, especially respectfully. Thank you so much for a fantastic year. And here's to another year. Thank you. Right, so some of you are already triggered in the comments section because, of course, these are the bells from Drakengard 3, that final boss that we've come to know and love. Terrible music rhythm boss that I'm sure caused many people to rage quit. So it's interesting to me that in this Final Fantasy main theme version of Kaine, in the raid, we hear the bells because somehow we are able to, Yoko Taro was somehow managed to combine all elements of his story into one and make it somehow canon within the world of Final Fantasy and within the world of the Nier Drakengard Nier series. Let's keep going. Now, before we move into lyrics, I just want to point out something that is very different from the original. There's a more gentle quality in the original, I believe. This version has the bells, it has the harp actually, rather than the piano, and there's even a bit of choral background here, I'm pretty sure. Whereas in the kind of Final Fantasy main theme version, there is a bit of a different context, and so there's less of this gentility that we hear in the original Kaine Salvation. It's also really interesting to me because Kaine's theme, like I said in that video, she's super rough, she's super gruff, she has a big potty mouth, she's a misunderstood character, and so the context of Kaine's Salvation is really appropriate when we discuss and think about Kaine, especially when we look at some of the situations where this plays in the game, Nier Replicant and Nier Gestalt. Whereas in this, it's very specifically for this boss battle that we're fighting in Final Fantasy XIV in the raid. And so it's important to look at context and how two things can be the same, yet different. Let's get into the lyrics here.
Att göra dig
I mean, that is so fantastic. And in some ways, it actually feels more intimate than the original. I think having the strings there with this counter melody, it feels like a deeply personal experience, a personal discussion. The strings are fantastic. And then, of course, you have this fantastic combining of the Final Fantasy fanfare. Anyway, I could sing that all day, and you know, it's not lost on me that the reason why I fell in love with video game music was because of the Final Fantasy series, and especially Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, and 10. And so it's funny that a year after starting this channel, the thing that I've decided to cover is this Final Fantasy version of Kaine Salvation, which is also the thing that started the channel. Anyway, I don't want to make it about me too much, but the point is that, like, you hear this, how little adjustments and variations on a theme essentially cause us to feel a different emotional context. Now, I want to go back to the original Kaine really quickly and check this out. Check how gentle this is. So there is something about this that really speaks to the soul, and I think part of it is the fact that it's this chaos language where we're not allowed to know the words. The chaos language has this capability of allowing us to really pay attention to what the words could mean, and it gives us the feeling that, like, maybe words don't matter so much as the feeling that we feel when we listen to this music. That is the power of the Nier series, certainly, and I do think that that is the power of video game music in general, is that video game music in general allows us to really escape into that feeling of knowing music. This is gibberish, and yet it's not. It's a complete language that has a feeling and a meaning to us. Attach it to melody and listen to how powerful that is. Let's listen to the Final Fantasy version one more time.
Boy, yo, that you're all like a
So it's amazing stuff when we hear a simple thing like orchestration changes and how that can actually shift the context and the way we feel about a piece. And I'm curious, what does it make you feel hearing the differences back to back like this? Obviously, if you've played Final Fantasy XIV, you understand the context of the raids, but for those of you that haven't, just generally everybody, how does it make you feel? The difference between a harp and a piano, the difference between an orchestra that swells into another melody that's unrelated to Nier, how does that make you feel? Because to me, both of these are works of art and they're absolutely masterpieces, and I'm just so grateful to Keiichi Okabe and the music team for Nier and for Final Fantasy and for Nobuo Uematsu and you for making this possible. So I hope you liked this. Here's to another year. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.